Here's another good one. This stupidity. Um, it's to me, it's working. It's a success because the program has turned more, for me at least, into retaliation. But obviously, they can't go far enough to, I guess, blow their cover. So it's turning more like road rage. It's just road rage because I knew who they are, and yeah. So when they're doing their stupid maneuvers on purpose, But even if it wasn't, I was in the right. Someone is cutting you off when it's clearly, basically a 2-lane highway, and you got the warning signs. Right lane ends and so feet. So obviously, as they come up fast in my rear view, that's a perp stalker, and they're gonna try to get around. So normally, even what I do in situations, I just slow down and let the other car that's in the left lane go and get behind them and merge in. But they try to speed up. So anyway, I don't really speed up, just maintain speed. When they try to cut me off, I stand on the horn, this slang word, just, basically just, so I guess it really fucked up the street theater while they're driving. So, they try to get me back. All of a sudden, like a day later, you got a random mail truck behind me, blowing the horn. This happened Friday. Okay, yeah, I see I got y'all riled up. And you're not supposed to be riled up, I would think. When you're in this type of program as a perp, you're not supposed to be upset because you lose your cool. And I guess they really can't stand being called stupid, especially, black folks. The women, that is just, they got to come back and say something about, prove they're not stupid. I'm the stupid one. It's like, you're a total stranger. Why is this conversation going south so fast? Starting off like I was critiquing you, and you're defensive already. Like, I would have to have said something, so something I said pissed you off. How do you know that already? We're total strangers, remember? And obviously, so it goes into the whatever. But also, what's hilarious, as I said, the little Instagram models, they want their privacy, right? Not really. They just, as the street theater on the line in their live, is to make me feel, again, like I said, stupid. But you could just tell, peep their game, as we say, as a new perp. And it's like, you're on a public forum seeking attention. You have 10,000 followers. Now all of a sudden, there's people are stalking you. Because what I'm saying, obviously they can't point you out. I'm guessing that's what directive they get. So it's like, hey, dummy, ain't nobody searched you, stalked you, searched your name. You don't have your real name. You have a screen name. Secondly, your picture just pops up like anything. Follow this person. Follow this person. Follow this person. Then it's like stupid people hearing things, and they're trying to sound smart, like they care about their privacy and cybersecurity, and all these privacy issues, which they don't. You wasn't thinking about that. You wanted all the followers. You want to be the next it person, it girl, it guy, whatever the fuck, and that's it. And you know it. And now all of a sudden, and it's like the people in charge don't care. They just really just want to get at. I know y'all like, oh, I must have a big ego, but this is real, and it's just hilarious to me now. Now that I know exactly what it is. Like another one, they tried the old fashioned, and the reason I say old fashioned because like my generation, it really did really start with us about too much TV and computers in the 80s. So obviously you're gonna have the people. Oh, I don't do this on my phone all day, y'all, or even too much. You know, goes back to the 80s. You know, video games all day, Nintendo, Atari. So so last night one of the perps that I actually do talk to, but they won't admit it. I think they do there's no yeah she's okay, but anyway there's no but. So if I'm so crazy, but you still talking to me and texting me and calling me, but obviously, it's at certain times when I'm doing. So anyway, the point is now I'm reading the book, so you already know the vibe. 'Cause like I said, I do spend time trying to bait them in. Also, I do be on interesting channels. People who have political views about what's going on, and that I think is all part of this big whole. This program is worldwide. What's happening politically here is tied in, and you can go ahead and oh man, how do you think that y'all are connected? I don't couldn't tell you. I don't know why. This is something I would literally have to find out what the plan is. All of this is piecing together, and so oh yeah, so it's, you send back. Well, what are you doing? Reading a book. Oh, okay. Because earlier that day, they had said some words. Like I said, remember I said I dropped words that nobody uses anymore in comments, and so this person drops a word that I used in a comment the night before. So I questioned him on it, but I didn't go into the gang stalking thing. I just said, you don't use that. I know for a fact. We've been talking, texting, meeting in person for, I don't know, about 3 months now. You do not use that word. Oh, I say it all the time. Well, obviously, like, no, you don't. And it's an old slang word from the 80s. Nobody uses it anymore. But the people I said it in their comment section would know what it means instantly. It's just like if you said, as a white boy, you said in a modern day, you got, just people your age, and you said rad or something like that, people would know what it means, but it's nothing. So if somebody else, this is how you would be, you drop that word as like a clue that they're monitoring you. Nobody. And then all of a sudden, the next day, somebody says "rad" to you. Nobody uses that word anymore. So and yeah, of course, they to the end. It's what are you talking about? You're crazy. I say it all. No, you don't. No, you fucking don't. Nobody uses that word, and it's also regional. It's regional dialect I use, and this is the South, and it's like nobody says that. But being that it's a fucking worldwide platform, yeah, people my age will and older will catch it in the context and know what it fucking means. So, okay. But the point is now that you read it, so they fell into another trap. They said reading the book. So you instantly know what that means. Open a book and it's like, I get the opportunity to rub it in again to why you're doing so bad in life. Instantly shot back 2 books I read in the mid 2000s because of this fucking program. And basically these books shaped my ideas as to why I think these people, and basically know these people are going to suffer in life and in the afterlife. It's because what some of these books said, the books I got out of, bookstores, I went searching for answers, like what the fuck is going on. And so it gave me a chance. Also, like I said, again, it's more me passing along knowledge instead of, like I said, what the stalkers want. They're broke. I don't know why these folks don't pay them enough. It's a government program. It's illegal, so you can pay whatever you want. But It's not like you have regulations to go by. So you still got people struggling, but gang gang stalking for you. So anyway, it gives it more that they try to use to make it seem like, oh, you're like one of those people that don't care, like Scrooge, like you're Scrooge, and obviously it doesn't work, so they get angry. And also, like, it gave a perfect example to even more to show you biblically why you're suffering. Yeah, read this book. And, of course, they shot back, oh, I'm going to read it. They didn't read it. I'm going to search my app. Now they got the apps. I'm going to search it on my app and I'm going to start reading it. They're not going to read it. But like I said, I had bought these books. Search for answers, like what the fuck was, this is like in 2002, 3, 4, 5, whatever. It's a period of time. I got stories about that. Because I used to take them to work and read them. And I didn't talk to anybody because, like I said, I didn't know what was going on, but I knew something was going on. So instead of not working and just staying hiding in the house, I did get to the point where I said, well, I just won't fuck with nobody. I know what goes on now, So I was reading these books, and one of them, I got a real quick anecdote about one of them. Notice the people that coming out. I know it's early Sunday morning, but still, they're creeping out for some reason. Well, not some reason. The reason. But one of the books, the title was Grace Gone Wild, right? And there was a worker. Look it up. It gives you good reasons about why I have no remorse for these people. Knowing what they're doing, especially the fake Christians, not Christianity is fake, but just like anything, you got the fake gangbangers or fake, whatever, just people. I know you're like, how you consider what I'm saying is somebody who's just fake, period. And it says it in the Bible. These fake people, these demons, literally demons, and it says it. They'll be in the church. The devil will be there. And how they're, oh, I'm blessed and I'm blessed. And no, you're not. You're a fucking devil. You are blessed. You're blessed by the devil. The regular looking people, like I said, like that woman, and she's creaking along. Her body looks hurt. Your body is hurt because of what you're doing. And I don't understand. When I was hurt, I don't think I would have took a choice where I've been in a situation where I was very hurt physically, and I don't think I would have took whatever deal they give y'all. And like I said, you're still creaking along. So obviously, I'm guessing it's just the money they gave you that, they offered. And you're still creaking along, hobbling. So, you took that, so you sold to the devil, and you're living here. You're not a millionaire. What the fuck? Who the hell says they sold to the devil for whatever the hell type of mini SUV that is, soccer mom cars? Bitch, you gotta give me a motherfucker. Well, you ain't give me nothing, but I would think you would want a Rolls Royce or something for eternal damnation, and all you got is a fucking apartment. Get the fuck out of here. And some of them are still homeless, and, starving. But I haven't eaten. Out of here. So anyway, like I said, hey, read this book. Maybe it'll open your mind. I had 2 of them, automatically, instantly. Oh, while you're trying to be funny about thinking you're smart. Oh, I don't be on the internet. Bitch, read this. And tell me, and maybe you'll understand what you're doing, and maybe that'll help you. So anyway, about the book Grace Gone Wild. Finally, I had been reading 3 or 4 different books at this job, but this one got everybody. Nobody said it. It's kind of weird. By then I'm on the job a couple of months, and every little 15-minute break, I'm instantly reading this book because it was just good. Also, past time, didn't talk to nobody. Finally, with the cover, I think they thought Grace Gone Wild. Maybe the title, they thought it was something about maybe one of those salacious novels that chicks read. you know. But covered in it was just plain and just had the words in it. Um, so they finally send this Eminem looking chick. Literally, she was this white girl. The reason I say I laugh about that, and she did. This was in the early days of like Eminem. She had the blonde, short cut hair, big shorts, and basically you tell what she was. But she was real small. So she comes in, finally comes over and says, "Oh, what are you reading?" So I'm guessing they thought, like I said, because what guy reads those type of books? Maybe they thought something. Plus, I didn't talk to none of the girls. There was a lot of females in this place. But at the time, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. So it's like, it gotta be, this and that. You just know that these motherfuckers watching you. So finally, she comes over and says, "Oh, what are you reading?" I said, "Oh, it's called Grace. It's a book. How much grace do you get if you?" I know they didn't understand. Because grace is what is grace? It's supposed to be we live by grace, not by faith. And this book is just basically expounding how many times do you get forgiven. That's why I say you're doing it. When I said it, it's funny. It's just see how, like I said, it works like that. I was just talking about that in one of my other videos the other day, and I don't think they planned this one. I think they walked into that last night about with the. And yeah, it comes back to me. Oh, read this book. So how in the other video I was talking about the fact, like I said, like you're still constantly doing it. So it's like how many? It has to be a limit, because if that's the case, you could do whatever the fuck you want. You can murder people and forgive me, like everybody talk about the Catholics. So now that I just said the Catholics, I'm pretty sure I run into some Catholics who'll make it known, start a conversation today or tomorrow. Look for a review of that encounter coming soon. I just started. Plus, I'm fast and I'm witty. That's why I just started that. What I mean fast, I mean clever. Quick witted. That's not a brag or anything. It's just a fact. And that's, like I said, it makes them mad. I know that. Like, they're not expecting these comebacks, and they want me to shut up. Like, why don't you just be quiet? And the anger and sorry, you're stupid. If you're obviously, like, going back to what I started with, what's hilarious about the Instagram wannabe models, and for the most part, that's what people call. You got people making money off of them with YouTube gossip channels because they're Instagram so-called models. That's what everybody says. You're not a fucking model. You just post pictures, and they're just you perusing the gossip. Yeah, and I comment. So it's funny. It's like you're seeking attention, but you're talking about people. No, you wouldn't have had these. You didn't. You're not on here. But again, obviously they're not too bright. So yeah, they were perfect targets for the runners of this program. And again, I'd like to thank them for being so petty and being in charge of such a large undertaking, but at the same time being petty as a third grader. Thank you. And I know this right here will stick you in your fucking craw, as the country people say, will stick in your craw. Thank you, stupid motherfucker. Thank you for being in charge of such a large clandestine program, but at the same time, not having the self-discipline to check yourself and not let little barbs I throw get to you. And for getting these people to get back, or for being in charge and being inept enough at your job to let your people go tit for tat. Meaning, if you're in charge, you might not be giving them directives to be petty, get back at him, you gonna get this motherfucker. But I would think, this is just me thinking, that you would put an end, like, no, man, you're gonna get all us fucked up. But to me, that's the arrogance that, that means you have supreme arrogance, and you have people in places that you think will never ever crumble and fall. You have people in high places. That's a telling sign, but that's usually what happens. Pride comes before a big fall. Try to use all these old. You got young people don't live their lives like that and don't know these sayings, spouting out or acting like that. This is what they believe, but they're all over the fucking internet posting their pictures, and it's like, no, dummy. It does. Just stick to what you're doing. Don't do this. Don't, man. I don't want to see you. it's just the stupidity. The only thing, also like I said, that when they're mad about regular comments I make, that I do make comments like I said, funny, that have nothing to do with talking. It might be a channel where a guy is rebuilding a car. They have to say something. I don't even care anymore. It's just funny, it's just interesting, there, or like I said, people talk about issues, child support, this and that, and so, that people get the stalkers, they really, I don't know what it's sticking in they craw comment, but it's fucking hilarious. Get angry and let that anger guide you. Like, I'm not trying to get them, seduce them to the dark side. Like the emperor, from my generation, I have no other analogy. Get angry, Luke. Let the anger flow. I'm telling you to stop getting angry. Don't let that anger. You fucking up, please. You don't want to do that. You don't want that. Stop. Trust me, I put a lot of thought into this. You're gonna get your ass beat, and you're gonna be the one going getting charged for assault. Yeah, I'm just reacting. Trust me, I'm just bait you on in. Keep coming. Keep coming. We'll see. The only way we already decided it's gonna go one way to the other. No punk shit. It's gonna go one way to the other. Win, lose, or draw. Actually, 3 ways. But we'll see.